We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures, and we're going to use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. The first thing that I need to do as a price action trader is I need to do my pre-market structure analysis. We don't have that many bars to work with. I can see spike up, spike down. And right now, the most recent structure, we're going sideways, flat 21 bar EMA, consistent price swings up and down. So there's no trending market in either direction. So I'm going to treat this mainly as consolidation because we're going sideways. So I'm going to locate key levels. You always want to look for these key levels. And also what you want to do is you want to follow these channels, specifically short-term channels, because the trend range is quite tight. There's always a channel, a trend line present for every single price movement. And as a price action trader, you want to stay on top of every single movement on the chart so you can gain advantage over other traders. So this uptrend right now is the most recent structure, and this is what I'm paying attention to. Okay, we bounce off of these lows, push above EMA, significant spike up. So this is decent right now, confirmation that the buyers are in the market. And in fact, the EMA keeps holding. This is the lowest correction here, lowest point. We have a first entry short, pull back, second attempt to sell. I'm not looking for attempts to sell to go short. I want to take the other side. I want to go long because we bounce off the range lows. So the target is the resistance. We have uptrend working higher, so I expect new high to be tested. So this is how I'm combining price action rules to help me navigate the structure and identify where the market's going to go. So this right here is a failed second entry short at the EMA if there's going to be a break above this bar. And this is actually the first decent setup, failed second entry short, great bullish bar at the EMA, in a trend range, uptrend is new high, you have a break, push to a new extreme, and uptrend played out with the break and a new high. We reverse all the way back down, so I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend, something like this. And now I have brand new uptrend working higher like this. According to range rules, you want to buy low, sell high. Since I'm at the top of the trend range, I'm expecting right now sellers to step in and sell at the top. Now, can I sell? Not really, because I have brand new trend in play, okay? You can view it as 2 legs up, yes, but problem is you have a break, a new high here, retracement, and a new structure, new trend established. So it's a bit risky to be selling just yet. Once again, odds are high. The sellers are going to step in. You have a lower high here, but problem is you already bounced off the EMA. If you have a lower high without this bounce off the EMA at these highs, you can consider. But since you already bounced off the EMA, there's a chance you're going to test the new high. Not ideal. And by the time I'm going to fail second entry long, you're above EMA, bullish bar. I can't take it. And by the time I get a bearish bar, it's way too late because the scalp is already made. Okay, breaking new low again. So I'm just navigating the short-term channels. Okay, and price action continued to go higher like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure the first leg. I'm going to copy it, and I can see that I have two-legged pullback up out of the trend range. So this was a trend range structure, which means most breakouts will fail. Okay, so I lean more towards price action going back into trend range. Most breakouts will fail, especially since I can see 2 legs up like this and uptrend played out. Problem is, I can see some high lows here. You can see every single low is higher and higher and higher. So for this reason, I'm not really going to fade here because there's too many high lows, a little bit too risky than I would like. So I need to see the push below EMA to kind of confirm, okay, we're going to go back in the trend range because we were creating some high lows. If you want to think bullish, you need to see price action going way past the measured move, further away from this trend range. Let's see what's going to happen. You can see if you try to fade here, you get stopped out just by 1 tick before it's going to go lower. This is why we respect this series of higher lows here, just to make sure we're reading this correctly. I would consider a lower high below EMA. Can I get a lower high below EMA? No. You get it all the way down here, inside bar far from the EMA, so I cannot take it. But I can redraw a brand new downtrend. Once again, as price action traders, we always draw a brand new channel for every single price moment because it can help us navigate the market and follow the market correctly. Okay, 2 legs up, most breakouts fail. The downtrend is the pattern, so what you're thinking about, you're thinking about second entry short at the EMA. You have the context, you have the key entry point, and I want to see good pattern. I have a second entry short here, but the signal bar is terrible. It's a doji bar like this, so I can't sell below this doji. It's a shame because context is good. 2 attempts testing EMA. Downtrend played out with a break, push to a new extreme. This is a double bar entry. I don't really like going long just yet because the push down is quite steep. Okay, the push down is quite steep. We can barely touch the EMA here. It's very easy to draw just slightly wider channel, and we came after failed breakout. A lot of times, this is going to stop you. You prefer some broader structure, at least some significant touch of the EMA, preferably break. So I don't think we can go long just yet. Now you have high low. You actually survived by 1 tick. Now we have high low. This is a little bit better setup because a lot of these sellers, they're probably going to get trapped far from the EMA. So this is not a horrible trade. Riding this back to the EMA, great signal bar. More advanced trader can consider this high low. Your stop loss is still one tick below signal bar, so you're holding your trade and protecting your trade. Matching lows can reset, first entry short. So I'm thinking about failed second entry short above EMA. I want to see new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short fail. I want to see something that happened here, okay? This is the reversal pattern. We bounce off the range lows, the range held, push above EMA indicating resumption, and reversal pattern is going to help me to capitalize on the reversal. If I'm going to get a failed second entry short here, like this above EMA, I'm going to ride it all the way back up to the resistance. So I'm expecting this, simple price action rules. I'm expecting failed second entry short. If I'm at the highs here, I expect failed second entry long, okay? So using rules, downtrend played out, I'm at the support, everything is aligning, can get failed second entry short. We actually had failed second entry short, but it formed really sketchy. It formed not that great because you broke below EMA and then you have this double bar entry. It's also quite congested. I don't think I can mark it. Had it formed better, slightly above EMA, you know, with better bar, definitely great setup, but great context, it just didn't form that clean. Significant push up, and this is significant trend working higher. Also, you can see I can draw a channel slightly wider like this because this is where the uptrend started. I have nice market geometry. Okay, it feels a little bit too broad at the moment. So when you're watching this and you're still part of the trend range, you want to draw something like this because in a tight trend range, you prefer right now to follow these tighter channels. But as I can see market going higher and I can see market going higher, I definitely right now have to ask myself, why is this so bullish? Range is not being respected at all. In fact, we have breakout pullback. This is where the uptrend started. So this tiny channel cannot take into consideration this push up, and this push up. So this is why I'm going to use this wider channel. And you can see right now, there was also a second entry long, new high, first entry long, second entry long. But the downtrend is still in play. I can't take it. At this point though, the uptrend is in play because EMA keeps pointing up. It fits well. Price action is too bullish. We had a breakout pullback. We're no longer going back into this trend range. I have micro double top can reset, which means we reset the count. And I have to start counting from the second swing. Okay, new high, first entry long, can reset. New high, first entry long. So I have to redraw the downtrend. And I'm waiting. We have a second entry long, but this one is sketchy. I can't take it because signal bar is not great, tail at the top, and it's not full at the EMA. You can see we can't even touch the EMA. It's floating here. Downtrend is in play. Now, if you have some stronger bar closing at the EMA with some stronger bullish close, you can go long. But this is a weak close, tail at the top, not full at the EMA. We have to be careful. And I actually right now have double trap, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak the channel a little bit because when I was watching this live, I had actually a nice bounce off of this channel. New high, first entry long, second entry long, failed. And this is now double trap because everybody who went long too early on the sketchy second entry long, there got trapped. And everybody who's going to take the failed second entry long against the main trend into key entry point, they're going to get trapped. Great bullish bar, 2 key entry points, EMA and the trend line. This is a great hypothesis setup. Downtrend also played out with the break, pushed to new extreme. So this is telling you, okay, the bearish correction played out. 2 key entry points, great technical hypothesis setup. And this is what price action is about. I'm going to zoom out. Actually, let's just continue a little bit. I'm going to zoom out a little bit later. We have a nice uptrend continuation. I actually managed to get like 13 points off of this runner. This was fantastic. Nice clean move. Clean uptrend. I'm not thinking about selling. The uptrend is still in play. Initially, I'm going to draw a channel a bit wider. But because I can see nice push above EMA, I'm going to draw a channel tight like this because the main trend is bullish. So the corrections are much tighter. Break, new extreme again. Push above EMA. So what's going through your mind is you expect price action to test the new high, following the trend line rule. Okay, it's simple. I'm following the price action. High over the key level held. Push above EMA. I actually have high-low confirmation setup of the fact that we need to get new high, but the high-low didn't form clean. You need to get new high, but you're not flat EMA, bad bar. You know, I can't take it. If you have some better bar, you can go long. Downtrend played out, push above EMA is the resumption, and high-low is the confirmation that you can go long. It's a sketchy bar, I can't really take it. New high, uptrend played out. And now that I zoomed out, we can talk about what hypervoltage setups are about. You can see that most of these hypervoltage setups they were talking about, they were anticipating, they form where everything aligns. Okay, context, key entry point, and the pattern. And that's the whole goal. These setups, they don't appear and they don't form every 5 minutes. Okay, it takes time for everything to align. Once everything aligns, you can see these high probability setups form at places where significant moves happen. Okay, you can see quite significant spike up here, significant push down here, significant spike up here, another significant spike up, because you're basically buying or selling at important key entry point where the correction is ending and a new push phase is starting. So the same thing here, high low confirmation, significant push phase up. We're not looking to go long or short on every single candle. That's not the point. You need strict rules, strategy that will give you an edge. You can follow these rules and you can predict where you can enter. You can see there is a reason to every single price movement. If you follow these channels, you expect new extremes. You're working with the EMA, you're looking for key entry points, you're respecting corrections. And if you combine all these things, it takes time to learn, of course. It's like learning skill like anything else, but with time, it becomes a second nature. You won't even think about this. You will be combining these rules in your mind. Just like when you're driving a car, you don't even have to remind yourself. Check the mirrors, use the turn signal. You don't have to do this. You do it automatically. And with more and more experience, you will do all these things automatically. And right now, uptrend played out. So right now I'm going to pause, looking to go long because uptrend played out. And I need to see what is the next market cycle. Okay, so this is what we call area of development. It's too early for me to go long. Uptrend just played out. And I cannot sell because there is no signs of reversal whatsoever. If I want to see reversal, I need some sharp, steep spike below EMA and a failed second entry long. I believe you have a... No, this is only first entry long, lower high, but I don't think we can take it. Kind of like broad move. Not ideal just yet. New high first entry long, second entry long, lower high. Not really greatest setup. Now at this point, nothing is really clear. We're back above, we're back below the EMA. So nothing's really clear, nothing much happening. Once again, super choppy. You have no edge in this market. Just remain patient. When I'm watching this, I have no idea where the market is heading. The only thing that's kind of clear is that we traded up. So I'm more inclined to be leaning towards bullish bias because you trade up quite strongly, breaking you high. And I can see we're not reversing instantly, okay? There will be sharp reversal. It's not happening. So we're probably in some consolidation or even potentially uptrend continuation. It looks like we are in some consolidation as of right now. Trend range is the new market cycle. No trade zone, horrible congestion. I cannot really sell. No setup here, nothing. I'm just waiting here. Okay, new first entry short. And this is interesting. This is not a bad setup here because this is a failed second entry short with the direction of the main bias. We traded up. Clean uptrend working higher. You're right close to the EMA. Decent bar. You know, it looks like a trend range. You're coming off the range lows. Most likely to the top. This is a decent setup. We can consider failed second entry short. Decent entry. Work for a scalp. Nothing more happening though. We're just oscillating up and down. Okay, I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend again. I'm not really looking to sell because, as I talked about, we traded up. Okay, we have a lower high, but notice how strongly you trade up into this. So you don't really want to be thinking about selling. If this is just a trend range without this bullish bias, you can consider selling, but not like this when you trade it up and you have potential new uptrend. Why am I drawing new uptrend here? Well, because we bounce off of this key level and we retrace this entire move. So we have uptrend, complete retracement, and I have to start brand new trend working over. Okay, no second entry long at the EMA. So far from EMA, I can't take it. Breaking new high. Okay, we have two legs down and we're back above the EMA. So when I'm watching this, once again, this is not looking like reversal because you already have a break in your extreme. This is looking like potential uptrend continuation. I was looking for some channel, maybe something like this maybe. This is not the best channel, quite weak uptrend, but it explains why there is no reversal. So I'm thinking about failed second entry short above EMA. I have a failed second entry short here. And you can tell the sellers, they're going to get squeezed, they're going to get trapped because downtrend played out. You're traded up, so they're going to get trapped, but it's below EMA, quite wedged like this. Not ideal. Can I get something above EMA? Worked well regardless. And I believe now it's way too late to be looking for trades. The market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. It was a decent price action. We have few decent high probability setups. It's a shame we didn't get better setup here. This failed second entry short. Had it formed like this, this would have been trade of the day. Massive runner. You managed to get a nice trade right here with decent runner. But you can see this is where the important moves happen. identifying these points and using price action rules can really give us an edge so we can put odds on our side. So yeah, decent price action. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.